have a very important person here. It's a pleasure to introduce the chairman of Odi. I hope I want to get this particular name. Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye, Local Council Development Area. I'm talking of the person of Honorable Rasaq Olusola Ajala. I hope I got that Ojuwoye correctly.
Odi-Olowo Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye.
Ojuwoye. Yeah. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Good morning. Great.
First of all, I'd like to ask, Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye, which areas does it fall under? Let's get a clearer picture from there.
Okay. Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye stand on 3 legs. That is tripod. We have Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye. So Odi-Olowo is a community on its own. Ojuwoye is another community. And the last leg of the 3 legs is Ilopeju. And that informs the decision of the people that agitated for Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye to have their secretariat in the heart of Ilopeju. So that all the 3 major communities that make up the local council development area can feel a sense of belonging. So the Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye have taken the name and the secretariat is at Ilopeju. So in terms of coverage, Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye from town planning way down to Kayode, Jibowu. So at Jibowu, you will turn to Idi-Oro, inward Alakara police station, to Akala area, down to Gumokun, Olateju, back to Ojuwoye, moving towards Olorunsogo, Challenge, up to down to Oshodi. So is that flyover at Oshodi that separate Odi-Olowo from Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye from Onibungo.
You mentioned Idi-Oro. That means Mushi is not part of it.
No, when you say Mushi, when you say Idi-Oro is part of Mushi.
It's part of Mushi.
No, don't forget that we used to be part of Mushi.
Okay.
We used to be part of the defunct Mushi before the current president of our country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, created additional 37 local council development areas. So in the real sense of it, there is no way you can talk of Mushi without recourse to Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye, and there is no way you can talk of Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye without recourse to Mushi. So that's why I always tell anyone that care to listen that I am a passionate Mushiner, because there is no way I can write the trajectory of my sojourn in the world of the without recourse to the fact that I was born and raised in Mushi. I've lived all my life in Mushi.
All right, so let's take a look at why we are here today in the first place. Yeah, what strategies has the Lcda employed to build relationships with community members, and what has been the outcomes so far?
You know, one thing we should understand, we are operating democracy, and democracy is about people, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And for any serious-minded public officer to remain relevant in the political architecture of its community, local government, or the state, you cannot avoid to treat your people with disdain or as if they are inconsequential to your continuous relevance. So to that extent, you must have regular, constant engagement with the members of various communities under your purview. So as it relates to the Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye Local Council, we have 34 CD, that is Community Development Association. And I can say without minding word that we have excellent relationship with them. And that has contributed greatly to the mileage that we have recorded. I mean, the political mileage that we have recorded within Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye, the acceptability that we have gotten, and the fact that we are born and raised. That is that I am born and raised in the local council development area. I dine and wine with them. I know we are in pinches. That informed the various promises that we made. I know as a CDA, we need them to cascade our policies, program, and project to the people in the various community. We need them to help us to explain some of the policies, some of the programs that we are doing. And even at the stage of execution of project, we also need them to identify with us by ensuring that they monitor the contractors.
Okay, so how do you ensure this inclusivity, and of course, how do you ensure diverse representation in community engagement, especially when it has to do with all these initiatives that you just mentioned? How do you ensure, because just like you mentioned, we have a whole lot of communities coming together, and so how do you maintain that inclusivity?
Look, like I said, is about democracy. And you cannot load your program on them.
True.
You have to adopt what I call bottom-up development strategy. That is the only thing you can do for them to take ownership of the project or policy, for them to feel that sense of belonging, for them to feel that sense of importance. By so doing, you have included them in your policy formulation, in your project execution, because they are there right from when it began. It's not like you just wake up one day and say, I want to build one giant project. So any project you want to do must be a product of the actual needs of the people of that community. Get it?
So do you have town hall meetings? Do you hold town hall meetings with the people?
Of course, we have I've said it, we have regular engagement. Just last week, Upper Week Tuesday, when the end bad governance protest was in the air, we call all the relevant stakeholders because we are conscious of the fact that even apart from the CDA, we have other relevant stakeholders like the traders associations, the traditional institutions. You know, we are also in the youth. We are also in the youth o'clock. They are the ones that are out there now. So they are also part of the engagement. So to us, we don't have any specific or any particular time for engagement. When the need arises, we call them, and we don't even at times we don't even call them because this is the closest to the grassroots. I can wake up one day and say, okay, let me go and visit the chairman of the CDA of my community. By so doing, I'm leveraging on him to know what is happening within that space. Let me go and visit the chairman, the coordinator of the youth council, or the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria. If they are doing functions, I will be there. If they have one program or the other, or any event, if I'm invited, I will be there, because that's the essence of local government. That's the closest
to the people.
To the people. So to that extent, you must be in full pictures of what is happening around you. So if you are a chairman of the local government and something is happening, you are not in the know, then you don't want to be the occupier of that seat. Because you must resonate yourself with all the relevant stakeholders, with all the structures within the political space, for you to be given real-time reportage of what is happening, even in the remotest hamlet in your community. That is what local government is all about. And that informed what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did by giving autonomy to local government. Because if local government works, the truth is nobody are interested in what is happening at Alausa or what is happening at Abuja. If everything I want to go to Alausa to get, if I can get it in the local government, why do I need to spend my money to get to Alausa? Or why do I need to spend my money to go to Abuja? Most of the security challenges that we are facing in this country is largely due to the failure of the local government system, because all the people that are perpetuating this criminal act, they are not living in the year. They live in one community or the other. They are our friends, they are our brothers, they are our sisters. And I want to give a typical example. Before I came on board as chairman of the local government, we had our own fair share of the youth restiveness. To the extent that people from Fade is also part of Fade Dibo, they are also part of Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye. They cannot move to Odi-Olowo cannot move to Fade. There is a part of Ilupeju that they cannot cross to Olateju. Olateju can, but that have become thing of the past now, because of our proactiveness, because of our engagement, because we know the people that are perpetuating
these acts,
and we call them. You supported us when we are contesting for chairman, and you supported us because of your conviction that we have the capacity and the capability to change the narrative. But for us to change that narrative, we must get your buy-in. You must support us. Nobody will fix our local government. We have to fix it by ourselves. And as part of you, you must support me. And at the end of the day, they agree with me. Hence, the peace we are enjoying in the local government today. So all this banditry, kidnapping, terrorism, militancy, and what have you, the truth is, if local government function effectively, and the people that are governing that local government are the true reflection of the choice, are the choice of the people of that community, I know that they will definitely support such government to succeed.
Let me come in here. I'm glad that you talked about the End Bad Governance protest that seems to be fizzling out right now.
Yes.
You also talked about, you applauded actually the federal government for fighting for
local government autonomy. Yes.
Not too long ago, the federal government dished out palliatives to ensure that Nigerians are able to cope with the harsh economic realities. One of it was selling the 50 kg rice for 40,000. That has just been suspended.
Suspended yesterday.
Yes. I was hoping you would throw more light on that. Also, this is my major question before we wrap this up. What is your role as a chairman in ensuring that some of these palliatives gets to the people who are at the grassroots?
Of course, we leverage on the CDA and other relevant stakeholders in various communities to get this thing across, most especially for the people that, for the needies, for the people that actually need it.
The vulnerable.
That is the people at the lowest level of the economic ladder.
How do you do
that? We live, like I said it, we leverage on the leadership of the CDA, we leverage on the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria, the League of Imams, the Iyalojas and Babalojas, the youth organization, with the belief that since they are the representative of their people, they will do justice to it. So that is, and apart from what the federal government is doing, states too are also collaborating. Our own local government too, we are also doing a lot in the social intervention space of the community. Just last Ileya, I'm sure your studio is within Ilupeju. You must definitely hear. We sold drum for 50 at a subsidized rate, 50,000 naira. This is something that we've been doing for the past 7 years. And during Christmas too, we also sell chicken. Chicken that ordinarily we go for 7,000, 8,000, with 1,000, 2,000, you get it. And all these things are designed with the primary objective of ensuring that the people at the lowest level of the ladder, they feel a taste of the pie in the basket of the their government at the local government
I like to come in
level.
here.
And beyond that, there are a lot of social intervention programs we are doing in the education sector, the free GCE, the bursary, the summer coaching classes. There are lots we are doing in that. And if you go to, there is no primary school. There is no primary school within the local council development that can claim that they have not felt the impact of our government, because we have established our footprint in all the primary schools.
Okay, Honorable, in less than 30 seconds, I wanted to ask you this question. So in less than 30 seconds, I don't know how you'll be able to package it well. Let's talk about funding, misappropriation, and transparency. I know some governors kicked against this local government autonomy, saying that some of these local governments, they mismanage these funds. So how do you ensure that funds are appropriated to the right channel and also maintain that transparency in everything that you do, so that yes, the right amount goes to this, right, and people are carried along? There's that form of transparency at the grassroots level.
Any governor that says that, they just want to hide under that to continue to enjoy the holiday in inverted comma. So as regards the issue of appropriation, you have the councillors.
Okay.
They are the representative of their people. They are the one that appropriate fund for local government. We have our annual budget. There is Office of Auditor General that audits accounts. And we are also practicing democracy. Our people can also ask questions. We have Freedom of Information Act.
Yes.
So we can ask questions. We don't live in the air. We live among them. We live in their community. They come to us. When some of you are sleeping, they will knock our door and we have to open the door for them. Because it's the local government. So we have to operate an open door policy. Just this yesterday, I attended to 488 people.
Wow.
In my office. They come for one thing or the other. That is what local government is all about. In the morning, they will knock your door. They need so you must attend to them. So the issue of misappropriation, there is a structure of government that is established to take care of that. So nobody should hide under that to prevent the local government from performing optimally for the benefit of our country. Because the reality is that if truly we want a better and brighter, rewarding future for our country, we must allow local government to breathe. We must allow local government to breathe. Or everyone that occupy one position or the other, we are still coming back to that same community.
Yeah.
We are still coming back to that same community. So if local government is giving their autonomy, they will have more fund to provide basic amenities, to provide the needed infrastructure that will stimulate the local economy, thereby ensuring we see to the depletion of the people we have in the unemployment basket of the various communities.
Very well said, sir. You talked about our open door policy. It's a reflection of our topic today, which is community engagement, strategies for building relationships and involving community members in development initiatives. In your community, you have people who are in the opposition, right?
Of course, yes. No.
Yeah, they're also your members. How do you interface with them to ensure that they don't feel left out?
No, I have excellent relationship with them. They can come to me. I can even go to them. We dine and wine together. We know ourselves. We don't allow our political differences to affect our friendship, to affect the existing bond. Of course, when politics stop the day you emerge as the chairman, get it.
So there's a difference between politics
and governance?
Governance.
Yeah, there are difference between politics and governance. During electoral campaign, we can pass different jobs. But the very moment you emerge, you must see yourself as the leader of everybody, and you must use your leadership platform to ensure that the interest of everyone in your communities is adequately and sufficiently protected, given the resources in your kitty. Of course, the road we are building, we don't build separate road for PDP or separate road for APC. We are building that road because we want the residents of our local government to have good motoring experience on the road. The primary education, our intervention in the primary education sector are designed with the primary objective of ensuring that the children of our maid, the children of our gate man, they have equal opportunity for primary education without differentiating whether you voted for this party or you voted for this party. The RAM, and if you know my political philosophy, it's common pool for common benefit. That's my political philosophy, which simply means that I am conscious of the fact that I am holding the fund of the local government as the symbol of that government. I'm holding it in trust for them. Common pool is that pool belongs to everybody, regardless of your political lineage, regardless of your social status, regardless of your sex. But in spending that money, we spend it to ensure that everyone have a taste. Our GCE program, I don't give just GCE program. We come and they will conduct qualifying exam that will be supervised by the representative of the national teachers, NUT, okay. Nigerian Union of Teachers. Yes. Nigerian Union of Teachers. It will be supervised by them. In the full glare of everybody, conference marking. And 80% will pick 80% through that medium, while the remaining 20% we distribute it among the relevant stakeholder. All
right, thank you very much, Honorable Rasaq Olusola Ajala. It's been quite thoughtful and powerful discussion we've had today. We do hope, of course, to hear from you another time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice having me.
Yes.